Schick, attorney, mediator, and conflict resolution coach in New York City. My goal is to keep you out of court and build your conflict resolution skills. And I realize that that sounds a little crazy coming from an attorney, right? So can I be straight with you? Court sucks. It sucks for pretty much everybody that's involved. You can, if you haven't been in one, good for you. I hope you never have to go. But generally, those of you who have been there probably know what I'm talking about. You go and the judges don't seem to be very happy. They complain about having to do trials. The court personnel doesn't seem very happy or friendly. They seem sometimes a little bit annoyed that you're there. And disrupting their day. And it's not because they're terrible people. It doesn't mean that they don't care about their jobs. It's just they're overwhelmed, right? The courts are overwhelmed. The attorneys are often overwhelmed themselves. Yours is one of many cases they're handling that day. And of course, if you're one of the parties, you're not happy to be there. I've been in the courtroom as a witness, a litigant, an attorney on both sides of the table, which means I've both represented plaintiffs and claimants as well as defendants, usually in employment and business related cases, but it's definitely something that I've seen from a variety of angles, and I could talk for days probably about all the experiences I've had since starting to practice in 2002 here in New York City. I've been in family court as a young person when my family was going through some various issues. I've been in civil court where I had my own lawsuit against a prior employer. I've been in criminal court as a witness against my assailant after I was the victim of a violent assault and had to give a grand jury testimony to let the court decide if they were going to prosecute. That's a whole different story. You can look that up. I've talked pretty openly about my experience. And then, of course, I've been doing a lot of administrative cases. So I have a lot of experience in this. And consistently, I could say it's rare that you see people say, yay, I'm in court. And that's why I want you to know that there are other options. And so the first thing that I do is I offer training to people to try and keep them out of court, right? And one way that I do that is I have my online school, and then I do courses for professionals in continuing education. And I also do other just one-on-one training, or I have a job now where I'm working with Queens College, training their faculty and staff on sexual harassment and Title IX. So I do a lot of those kinds of trainings that can be individualized and customized. But I also do coaching because sometimes you need something that is a little bit more ongoing than a one-off training. And so, I have one client, for example, that when he just can't find the language to have difficult conversations, he asks for some coaching. We role play, and I have a couple of clients now that are starting to call and ask for that service because I know that it's not as easy as we would like it to be. And it seems like a lot of times it's just opening that conversation in a way that can be heard. And you'll see that, look at what's going on social media, right? You'll see that a lot of people are trying to have these difficult conversations, and they have them from the way that they know to have them, and they don't always land as well. You get taken out of context, you get attacked for not having the same view as other people, and a lot of people are now afraid to talk to each other. So that's why I provide some services there. And then, of course, I provide mediation. If you have a situation that it does look like it could end up in litigation and you want to use mediation as an option to avoid that lawsuit, then that's what we want to do. So I just wanted to do my video this week. I've been trying to do one every week to just reach out to you, say hello, let you know you have options, and remind you that I'm here to support you in having your best year yet. So let's do it. Bye.